Details of the news after this break. Please stay with us.
We've all heard about home fires taking lives and destroying all that a family owns. These tragedies are reminders for us to double-check for fire safety. Make sure your home has properly installed and working smoke alarms. Practice a fire escape plan. Never leave cooking food unattended for long. Teach children never to hide but leave if there's a fire. Switch off all electrical appliances when not in use. In cases of fire, remember, the most important thing to do is to protect lives first.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin.
Welcome back from that break. Please note that you can listen to us via our website www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 87 FM and YouTube Diamond FM Ilorin. Now the news in detail. A federal high court in Abuja has granted former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami SAN, his wife and son, bail in the sum of 500 million naira each over their alleged involvement in a multi-billion naira money laundering case. Justice Emeka Nwite ruled on Wednesday that Malami must produce two shorties with landed properties in Maitama, Asokoro or Gwarimpa, whose documents must be verified by the court. He also ordered the former minister to submit all his travel documents and barred him from traveling without court permission. Despite the bail, Malami was ordered to remain in Kuje prison until it perfects the conditions as associates continued efforts to secure his release. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has assured the People's Democratic Party (PDP) of his continued and increased involvement in the party affairs as preparations for the 2027 general elections gather pace. PDP National Chairman Tanimo Turaki SAN disclosed this following a closed-door meeting with Jonathan in Abuja on Tuesday, attended by the party's National Working Committee, former governors and founding members. Turaki described the former president as fully committed and ready to provide guidance and support to strengthen the party. Turaki said the meeting, which lasted about 1 hour 30 minutes, also served to brief Jonathan on the party's current challenges and prospects. While Jonathan did not comment publicly, Turaki stated that the former president reassured the leadership of his continued allegiance to the PDP, emphasizing that he remains a card-carrying member who will be more active in party activities going forward. The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, has announced plans to reduce the price of premium motor spirit petrol to around 739 naira per litre nationwide. IPMAN President Abubakar Maigandi revealed that members will benefit from the direct fuel sales from Dangote Refinery at 699 naira per litre starting January 2026, allowing them to offer petrol at lower prices to consumers. Currently, petrol prices vary between 739 naira and 900 naira per litre across the country, with the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and NPCL selling at 815 naira per litre in Abuja. May Gandhi said the new arrangement with Dangote Refinery would help close the price gap, ensuring more Nigerians access cheaper fuel. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has dismissed calls for him to withdraw from the race for the African Democratic Congress ADC's presidential ticket, insisting he remains fully committed to the contest. In a statement by his media aide, Paul Ibe, Atiku accused President Bola Tinubu and the All Progressives Congress, APC, of attempting to weaken the opposition through intimidation and interference. Amid reports that he is being pressured to step aside for a southern candidate, Atiku alleged that the Tinubu administration is working to destabilize the ADC, warning that such efforts are aimed at creating a de facto one-party state. Still on the local scene, the Osun State chapter of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has accused the All Progressives Congress, APC, and the Nigerian police of working together to justify what it described as an illegal occupation of local government councils. In a statement on Wednesday, PDP chairman Sunday BC criticized the APC's defense of police actions during Monday's resumption of duties by members of the Nigeria Union of Local Government Employees, NOGE, alleging that both institutions were undermining democratic governance. BC dismissed APC's claims of a court-ordered reinstatement of its previously sacked council officials, insisting that no such ruling existed. Moving on from Osun State to Kwara State, the state of harmony, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has expressed concern over the increasing involvement of housewives, women and elderly men in the covert trafficking of illicit drugs in Ilorin, Kwara State. Kwara State Commander Fatima Akpopola highlighted the trend during a community sensitization exercise, warning that it poses a serious threat to the future of the youths. Popola linked drug abuse to a rise in criminal activities such as terrorism, banditry and violence, stressing that effective intervention requires collaboration between the NDLEA and stakeholders across the state. The NDLEA called on parents, religious leaders and traditional authorities to unite against this menace, urging proactive measures including sermons against drug abuse, particularly during Ramadan. Moving on from that story, the Kwara State Commander of the Nigerian Correctional Service, NTOS, on Tuesday decorated 391 newly promoted officers in a historic ceremony at the command headquarters in Ilorin. The event also marked the commissioning of the command's first official photo stand, highlighting a milestone in the command's history. The promotions, spanning both senior and junior cadres, included 1 deputy controller of corrections, 5 assistant controllers, 14 chief superintendents, 25 superintendents, 91 deputy superintendents, and multiple other ranks. CSE Philip Olumide Adigbolugbe confirmed this represents the largest single promotion exercise in the history of the Kwara Command. Presiding over the event, State Controller Tolorun Shagba Femi Emmanuel congratulated the officers and urged them to uphold discipline, professionalism and dedication to the service mandates. And that's it on the local scene. The news on the hour is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. We take a short break. When we return, Iran Army Chief warns of strong response to U.S.-Israeli threats. We'll bring you that story in foreign news and some others in the world of sports. Please stay with us.
We often think that mental health breakdowns sound like this.
I'm emotionally stressed. I'm emotionally downcast. I am so confused of all about life.
But in reality, they can sound like this. Don't make assumptions that people are okay just because they laugh and they smile. Everyone is going through something. Check on your friends and be kind to everyone else.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin.
Welcome back from that break. You're still listening to the news on the hour, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM in Ilorin. Before that break, we brought you local stories. Now we move on to the foreign scene. In foreign news, Iran's army chief, General Amir Hatami, has cautioned that the country will not remain passive in the face of growing threats from the United States and Israel following their public support for anti-government protests. Hatami said Iran views the escalating hostile rhetoric as a direct threat, warning that any miscalculation by its adversaries would provoke a stronger response than the 12-day conflict with Israel last June. The tension follows recent statements by U.S. President Donald Trump, who threatened intervention if Iranian protesters were harmed, and by Israeli Prime Minister expressed support for the demonstrations. Still in foreign news, oil prices fell further on Wednesday Former U.S. President Donald Trump announced that Venezuela's interim authorities would hand over between 30 and 50 million barrels of crude oil to the United States. The move, revealed on Trump's Truth Social platform, added pressure to a market already sliding following. That's it on the foreign scene. Moving into the world of sports, Nigeria's Super Eagles have pocketed reportedly $80,000 for their impressive goal-scoring performance at the ongoing 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. The Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, had pledged $5,000 per goal the team capitalized on by scoring 8 goals against Tanzania, Tunisia, and Uganda. The players earned an additional $40,000 after scoring 4 goals in their round of 16 triumph over Mozambique, bringing their total bonus haul to $80,000. Nigeria will face the Desert Foxes of Algeria in the quarterfinals at Marrakesh Stadium on Saturday and are expected to depart Faye for the tie on. Still in sports news, Algeria head coach Vladimir Petkovic says he is eagerly looking forward to his team's quarterfinals showdown with the Super Eagles after sealing a dramatic 1-0 extra time in the Republic of Congo on Tuesday in Rabat. Substitute Adil Boulbina netted the decisive goal in the 119th minute to send the Desert Foxes into the last 8 of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Reflecting on the win, Petkovic expressed satisfaction with his team's performance, noting they controlled most of the match despite facing several challenges. He praised his players for their collective effort and discipline, which helped them secure the hard-fought. The focus will now shift fully to their quarterfinal clash with Nigeria, acknowledging the importance of maintaining professionalism and momentum. And that's it in the world of sport. With that, we've come to the end of the news on the hour for today. But before we go, here is a recap of the major highlights. Court grants Malami wife's son 500 million naira bail in money laundering. Court grants Malami wife and son 500 million naira bail in money laundering case. Petrol marketers plans to slash petrol price to 739 naira per litre nationwide. Osun PDP accuses APC police of colluding to sustain illegal council takeover. NDLEA raises alarm over rising drug trade among housewives women. And those are the major headlines as brought to you this afternoon. Before we wrap up the news, we take a look at our Today in History segment. Did you know that on this day in the year 1996, a Nigerian Airways Boeing 737 Flight 9805 crashed near Kano, killing all 11 people on board? Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact the Diamond FM newsroom number on 091 606 27526, 091 606 27526. Join us at 3 p.m. for the news flash and at 5 p.m. for the news across the world for a comprehensive bulletin. The news on the hour was edited by Adeyemi Adewale. Don't forget to log on to our website, www.diamondfm.net, to keep up to date with us from any part of the world. You can also download our app on Google Play Store and iOS Apple Store, Diamond FM. I am Bisola Oduwole Suleiman. Thank you for listening to your shining supreme station. Do stay tuned for the news in Yoruba coming up shortly. Good afternoon and happy midweek to you.